Hello and welcome back. We are on race 6 of the season and we're going to Barcelona. First, let's do the usual updates across the board. We've got some package upgrades here. Coupling durability and coupling chassis. Still behind the Hassan Scooter Alpha Tauri, but in front of Williams still. This set of upgrades does project us to go above them. So hopefully we start moving up that car ranking spot. Couple of engine upgrades we're going to take this weekend. As you can see, it's a little bit on its last legs. And in Miami, if you caught that episode, we lacked speed and it punished us, only coming 15th in the race. In the driver standings, Jenson Button's 10th with 11 points. He picked up a point in Miami. We're 4th on 11. We're 11th, with 4 points after coming 15th. There you go, confirmation of Jenson's 10th. Charles Leclerc won Miami with a fastest lap, but look at Lando Norris, he is out there. And we was given options for rivals, but Lewis Hamilton, George Russell and Carlos Sainz seem light years ahead of us, so we reject all three of them. Let's jump into qualifying then and see how we get on. Off to Barcelona. And in Q1 we got through in P12 and so did Jenson in P10. A 120.1 for ourselves. Jenson the faster driver there at 119.7, but that puts us through to Q2 where Jenson actually gets knocked out. Not too sure what's going on there, but we scrape through for 119.5 just in front of Esteban Ocon to get into Q3 where we stayed P10. We're 119.9, a little bit slower, but P10 will do us good for the confidence.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down into Turn 1. This is a 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through the 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out Turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of Turn 9. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Russell, Daniel Ricciardo and Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Sainz, Bottas and Jackson.
So here we go then, 17 laps of Barcelona. I'm doing the soft onto the mediums, taking a little bit of fuel out of the car there. Just give a little bit more performance at the start of the race as we get a couple of burnouts going, just to warm them tyres up.
Superb parking there.
And we're ready to go here, 5 lights on the grid, and away we go. Held for a little bit long there. Larry Bottas, a little bit of wheel spin on the back tyres there. Could just see it out of the corner of my eye. We're keeping up with the back of Bottas here, and we're actually getting a slipstream on Carlos Sainz. Yuki Tsunoda down our right-hand side, and we jumped Sainz and Bottas. We went down the inside, like Sainz got himself just in a bit of a sticky situation where he couldn't commit to anything. Valtteri Bottas was held up by Carlos Sainz. We took advantage of that now. We're a little bit wide there, and we're behind Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. As Carlos Sainz, and we've thrown it down the inside of Lewis Hamilton, who left the door wide open for us. And we take another position, and we are up to P7 from P10. What a great start to this race that is. And would you believe it is Fernando Alonso next in the Red Bull. Just look at this overhead camera view. Lewis Hamilton just eking on the inside there, but we just kept it from him. Sainz behind him and Bottas. Yuki Tsunoda did try one on us, but it looks like he just didn't have the room now to back out of that on the opening corner. So coming round, he's really tight, left and right. Don't ride that sausage curb, as you'll lose loads of time. As we come round to finish lap 1 of the Barcelona Grand Prix. To chase Fernando Alonso down on lap 2. We're keeping pace with him, but I think that could just be that the McLaren of Danny Ricciardo has no pace and he's kind of backing Alonso up into us more than we have got the pace to keep up with the Red Bull. Well, it is quite close to the minute. We'll just get that corner wrong there. It's a little correction just as we went into it. And look at the time that has lost us to Fernando Alonso's. Lewis Hamilton will now be involved in this on lap 3. Will Lewis Hamilton fancy it? Look at how close Sainz is behind him as well. You feel that if one goes past, the other's going past. Hamilton throws it down the inside. We've got the inside line here, and we keep that position for the minute. Drags Carlos Sainz closer into that fight. No contact made there. That was good driving from the pair of them. Lewis Hamilton, with his experience, probably knew to back out of that and live for another day. But here he comes on lap 4. He'll have the DRS, but we're draining the battery pack to keep Lewis Hamilton at bay. But Lewis Hamilton's got the inside line. Yeah, he's got that position there. That is very well driven from Lewis Hamilton. A well calculated overtake. We just got squeezed on the inside. He forced us to back out of the move, otherwise that was an end to the race, because we definitely would have collected each other and had a crash. So great move there from Lewis Hamilton. Puts us to P8 with Carlos Sainz up next. How long can we keep Carlos behind us? Well, we'll find out. It's on lap 4. Carlos trying up the inside. Looks like he's ahead there. He's ahead. We've got the inside line again. Now he's got the outside and he's in front. We've got the inside. Carlos looked like he had to make a couple of steering corrections going into that corner. He's lost out. And now Valtteri Bottas. Looks like Valtteri might have the line off him. No, Carlos Sainz takes it back. As we let them two fight now. Look at this pack of cars starting to bunch up behind. Causing some form of a bottleneck. This is good for us though, when Carlos Sainz and Valtteri Bottas just get a bit close to each other and scrap. Means we can just pull the car away slightly, which helps us out in the long run. But Carlos Sainz here will have the DRS wide open. We've gone to the inside line, which is what Lewis Hamilton used on us, so maybe we're taking tips off 7-time world champion. And look at that inside line, definitely the more powerful racing line to take there. Our battery will be depleted by quite some margin now. Start lap 6 and it is the same old story. Carlos Sainz trying to pit window open for us onto medium tyre. Draining the battery again, taking the inside line, not giving Carlos a slipstream. He won't want to go for the inside. And we keep that position from Carlos. Just edge over the curb a little bit there. That's not going to help our cause. We can push on these soft tyres now, and as you can see, straight into the pits. Optimal turning, which is great. Let's hope for a low 2-second stop. So 2.3.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. That was our last stop. No more.
As we pass a couple of cars here on lap 8 who have pitted. That puts us into P16. See our teammate was in the pit lane there. He'll come out in front of him. Lewis Hamilton retains his place in front of us. So no overcut here. We'll just be hoping that we maintain position when Carlos Sainz comes out. So make our way here. Green sector 1. So not a bad first sector at all. Chaining some of these corners up. You can see Lewis Hamilton just in front of us there. He doesn't need to worry at the minute. Going to that left-hander, just ride the sausage curve there on the right-hander. Swing this car in as much as you can give it. Into the right-hander, we've opened the ERS up, drained the battery, gained some extra miles per hour. Purple sector 2, just getting that corner wrong there, bouncing off the yellow curbs. So get the car rotated into a straight line, accelerate here, technical section of the track coming up. You don't want to hit them yellow curves with too much speed. Let's go right, we go left, we go right, get straight on the accelerator now. What can we do? Open the battery up. This looks like it could be a good lap. Green, purple, and green again. We set the fastest lap of the race so far. 120.9. That's going to put us in good stead, and even better as Carlos Sainz will come out in front of him. So that fastest lap has worked critical. As we jump back on lap 12 here, and Carlos Sainz has managed to cut that deficit of 2.5 seconds, which you would expect him in the Ferrari. A little bit of a coming together there. Carlos Sainz backs out of that fight. He knows he has got the raw pace in his car to do some damage towards the end of the race. We had a couple of laps recharging our battery, so we're looking to use that to defend in P8 at the moment. Good points for the team. A couple of pointless finishes for us recently as well. Jenson Button's been bringing home the bacon for the team recently. It looks like it's our turn to provide some points as we start lap 13. Is Carlos close enough? Carlos is side by side here. Carlos just tucks in behind. That battery is doing wonders for us, and we have the inside line yet again, proving powerful that the DRS of Carlos Sainz can't do anything. I wonder if he's got some form of engine issue. It's just not giving full power of his car. You can see the tyres there on the mediums, just going into the high 20s, touching 30s. At front left tyre was 105 degrees there. Going to be losing grip on that very soon. Start to feel that in the car. As we start the last lap, and Carlos Sainz is neck and neck with us. We've took the inside line. It's a tactic we've used all race so far. Got a good exit here. Carlos has the inside here, squeezing us. But we've just nipped in front round that corner. Curving right-hander, carries on through this bit. Find your braking zone and pick a spot as Carlos Sainz picks his braking zone. And he's outbrakes us into that. He's outbraked us into this corner, sweeps across the track. We tried it down the inside. That doesn't look good. That didn't look good there. What we got is front right wing damage. Front right wing damage. And that will be that for us. We've tried to take that position, but look at the car. No grip in them tyres. No downforce. Really ruined that. We could have probably had a go down this back straight. We tried to take him. We had battery saved up, and I imagine that's what we would have done down this back straight to defend. But Carlos will sail off now into the distance. That front right wing damaged and stops us from grabbing P8 back off Carlos. But we'll take P9 for this race. Lando Norris takes the race win in the McLaren, having a great season so far. As we just nurse this car back home. Points for the team in P9.
Today. So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth.
Their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving that they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track. Now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lando Norris, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on track today. He was almost flawless out